Hi there, my name is Alice and today we're going to talk about environment. Are you planning to take English speaking or writing exam? So today I bring you 15 the most useful words and phrases you can use. Let's start. The first word we're going to look at today is probably one of the most important words we're going to see. Biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity is the variety of all living organisms in a particular place, habitat, or ecosystem. They are all animals and plants that there are in one place. For example, the Amazon rainforest is home for an incredible biodiversity of species, with thousands of different types of plants and animals living there. So here we're talking about all the plants and animals that there are in the Amazon rainforest. When we talk about environment, we always mention about climate change. The climate change is a long-term alteration of Earth's climate, including changes in temperature, precipitations, and extreme weather events. When we're talking about extreme weather events, we refer to damaging winds, lightning, thunders, hail, and other precipitations. For example, the effects of climate change are becoming increasingly clear with rise in sea levels and more frequent extreme weather events. Talking about the environment and environmental issue, we can't forget about global warming. The global warming is a gradual increase in Earth's average temperature caused by greenhouse gases. For example, scientists agree that global warming is causing the Earth's climate to change in a way that it could be catastrophic for many species, including humans. So what are these greenhouse gases? They are those gases such as carbon dioxide or methane that trap the heat in the Earth's atmosphere, and this contributes to the greenhouse effect, which is causing a global warming. So here we're talking about all the toxic gases that are emitted into the atmosphere, and what they do is to make the Earth's temperature rise, increase. For example, the burning of fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane, which are contributing to climate change. When we're talking about the greenhouse gases emitted into the atmosphere by individuals, country, or company, here we talk about carbon footprint. So the carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide or other green gases emitted by a person or a company or a country. For example, to reduce my carbon footprint, I have started biking to work instead of driving my car. And what do you do to reduce your carbon footprint? Do you do anything? So again, when we're talking about the gas emissions, here we're talking about pollution. So what is pollution? Pollution is the presence or introduction of harmful substances into the environment, such as air, water, or soil pollution. So there are three types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, or soil pollution. For example, air pollution caused by factories and vehicles is a major health hazard in many cities around the world. Here in our example, we're talking about the bad quality of air in many cities around the world. So what can we do in order to tackle this problem, this issue with the bad quality of air we breathe? So the first of all, what we can do is we can opt for green energy. So what is green energy? Green energy is the energy derived from renewable and non-polluting sources such as wind, solar, or hydroelectric power. For example, many countries are investing in green energy sources like wind and solar power to reduce their dependence on fossil fuels. So instead of using fossil fuels, many countries started to invest more money and go green, choosing green sources of energy. When we're talking about green energy, we refer to renewable energy. So what is renewable energy? This is the energy that comes from renewable sources such as wind, solar, or hydroelectric power. For example, solar panels and wind turbines are examples of renewable energy sources that don't produce green gas emissions. The next word we're going to look at today is sustainability. So what is sustainability? Sustainability is the ability to maintain or support something at a certain level without depleting natural resources or causing harm to the environment. For example, sustainable agriculture practices can help reduce the negative environment impacts of farming, while still providing food for the growing global population. So here we're talking about more sustainable method of agriculture, because all we know that herbicides and pesticides that are used in farming, they are very harmful for the environment, for water, for soil. So instead of using all these chemical products, what we need to do, we need to opt for more sustainable agriculture methods. When talking about the environmental issues, we can't forget about endangered species. They are those animals and plants that they are at risk of extinction. We have to take care about them, if not they will disappear forever. For example, the giant panda is an endangered species with only around 1,800 left in the wild. So if we don't do anything, these pandas will disappear forever. Another environmental issue we need to talk about during our speaking and writing exam is deforestation. What is deforestation? Deforestation is the cleaning of forest and tree for a land area. For example, the government has announced plans to crack down on illegal deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. So here we're talking about illegal deforestation, and in order to crack down, to stop this illegal deforestation, the government has announced some plans. The next interesting word we're going to look at today is habitat. What is habitat? It's the natural environment of one organism or a group of them. For example, the destruction of natural habitats due to deforestation and other human activities is a major threat to biodiversity. So if we cut too many trees, we destroy the habitat of many animals, of insects, of plants. We need to stop it. If we don't stop it, they will die because they don't have place to live. The next phrase we're going to look at today is natural resources. Natural resources are all materials and substances occurring in nature that can be used for economic gain, such as minerals, water, or timber. For example, the extraction of natural resources like oil and gas can have negative impact on the environment, including pollution and habitat destruction. So when we extract oil, when we extract carbon, when we extract different minerals, what we're doing is we are polluting the area and we are destroying the habitat of a lot of animals. The next phrase is toxic waste. Toxic waste, they are all the waste materials containing toxic substances that are harmful for living organisms, for animals, for plants, and the environment. So they're all toxic materials that can have absolutely detrimental impact on the biodiversity because they are killing animals, destroying plants, and destroying their habitats. For example, the improper disposal of toxic waste can contaminate groundwater and have serious health consequences for a nearby community. So this means if we storage toxic waste incorrectly, we can contaminate water, underground water, and if there are some people or animals who drink, who consume this water, they can suffer health problems, health issues, or even die. And the last phrase we're going to look at today is wildlife conservation. This is the protection and preservation of wild animals and their habitat. So in order to tackle the issues with the biodiversity, what we need to do is we need to invest more money and opt for wildlife conservation. I hope you find this video useful for you. For more videos, follow my channel. Bye bye for now.